Good morning, people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ducato, and we got a litty one today, man. If you haven't done so, turn on the notifications, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment in the comment section after the video. We have Chelsea Football Club today, 8 o'clock English time, 3 o'clock North American time for us over here. We are currently 7 points ahead of Chelsea. We just come off a bad loss to the hands of Leeds. And now we have a big game at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea themselves are coming off a 3-0 humbling to City. There's talks of a silent protest. There's, I'm seeing reports that because Euro is now hurt, we're down to only one recognizable center back, and that is the inexperienced Aiden Heaven, whom I personally think has a higher up ceiling than Euro, but that's just me. And there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of what Carrick is going to present in terms of on the pitch, the players available. The public has Chelsea beating us, even though Chelsea themselves aren't in a great vein of form. There's talks that Chelsea needs to win this game because their top four lives, it hinges on the result today, even though I beg to differ. And overall it's not a good time for us going into a big 6 game. But like I tell people all the time, next man up. And this is where you make a name for yourself, right? If you look back to a lot of the starts that key players that we call untouchable in our team, or at least who once was. So for example, I look at a player like Marcus Rashford and I say to myself, his start was something similar in terms of all of our attacking options were just hurt, either unavailable, either through injury, whatnot. And so as a result, you need to play Marcus Rashford. And not only does he turn up, but he delivers 2 goals on his start. So when we talk about return on investments, that's good. So for me, it's just like I look at Heaven and I think, well, the same has to happen to you now, right? Sometimes it's just opportunity presents itself through injuries, through suspensions, and it's up to him now to really take the reins and go forward. You know what I mean? A big 6 game of this magnitude, sometimes it's what's needed, It's what's needed to show, do you have that class? Do you have that skill set, that gene to perform at the highest levels against the best teams? And I want to see if Heaven has that. This season, for sure, Euro has shown inadequacies to do it. He's been bossed all around the pitch. He's been bullied on the field. He's made simple mistakes. He's cost us goals. It's just led to turnovers, and now he's injured, right? So there's accumulation of like his game that just hasn't taken that next step. And sometimes, like I always said, it's that sophomore slump, right? This is his second full season in the league. His first season, he did pretty all right. Second season, not so much. And so he needs to take this time through injuries to get stronger. You literally have to get stronger. You're a center back in the Premier League, and you're 20 at that. Like, you need to get stronger. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. So that's numero uno, or one of the bigger things, I would say. The other thing is we need a win now. We've only had one win in the last, 4-5 games? A couple draws, some losses. So that needs to change. We need a win. Both teams need a win. If you look at it from Chelsea's perspective, they need a win just to keep their top 4 race alive. For us, we need to win because there's Villa, there's Liverpool that are gonna tie us or surpass us if we drop 3 points today at the Bridge. Even if we drop 2 points at the Bridge, I'm not so certain Liverpool loses to Everton, even though it's a Merseyside derby. You know what I mean? I'm tired of us having to be hopeful that other teams drop points. I'm tired of hoping, thinking, wanting that. It's just time we as United put the game to bed. We have our own, we have our legacy in our hands. We just have to control it. We have our destiny in our hands, right? We just have to just do it. 4 wins from 6 games that's left to secure Champions League. It can be done. If we did it with Ten Hag, if we secured Champions League with Ten Hag, it's only right that we can secure it with Michael Carrick. And then that would be the ultimate slap in the face to Amarin. I think so. Super side note, that would be, if we were to get top 4 this season, that would be the ultimate slap in Amarin's face, just to show that you're the reason why we were ultimately going to miss out. Like, we were sitting in 6th, 7th, and happy with that, just because we came from 15th. And it was Michael Carrick that it was like, nah, we have a special run in us. Let's finish top 4. Let's change our destiny, and let's start the course to winning a Prem by 2028 on track. We need to finish in Champions League to get to that journey. We need the boost. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but on Twitter I was seeing that Liverpool, just from finishing where they finished in Champions League, received 95 million pounds. If you couple that with the fact that if they were to be in Champions League again, that's money there needed to restart your build, right? So for us, it's like we need to be in Champions League. Like, it's a must. Financially, it's a must. So beating Chelsea is ever the more apparent. Ever the more apparent. Beating Chelsea is a necessity, not a want. Right? So that's that. We have to pack them. Like I said, I see no other way around it. I think we're gonna. I hope to see not that I hope, but I think we're gonna see a Luke Shaw playing left side of center back. I think Aiden Heaven plays the right side. I think Dallo and Mazraoui are gonna fill in for the back line. I think I expect us to see something along those lines, along that ilk. Yeah. I think so. Originally, like, when I put in my early score prediction, I originally had 2-2. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I originally had 2-2, just because I'm like, just based off what's going on, people not being there, it just makes more sense to just say 2-2. But because the public is all taking Chelsea, I might just go with my gut and just say, United are gonna win. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a high-scoring 3-2 United. High-scoring game, 3-2 United win. 3-2 United win. So that's my prediction. Yeah. People are saying Garnacho's gonna score. I hope that guy doesn't. I just hope we just keep wreaking havoc on Chelsea. I just hope that we can get a win at the Bridge, man. If I can get a win at at the Emirates, if I can get a win at Anfield, I'm not worried about Stamford Bridge. I'll be completely transparent. Injuries and all. Not trying to sound cocky or be cocky, but at the same token, I'm not worried about that. We just gotta play our game. I have Casemiro scoring. I think he is gonna switch up the lineups though. I think Sesko's gonna come off the bench. For some reason this season, he's just better off coming in as an impact player versus actually starting. So I think he's gonna come off the bench. I think we go back to like the Embuemo, Cunha, Diallo experiment. Even though like it's just not enough now. Like you're seeing it. These guys are getting tired, even though they're playing one game a week, which is why we need reinforcements, which is why we need to finish in the top 4. Like you see how it all correlates. But yeah, I think we go back to that lineup. I think Sesko comes in as a super sub. I believe, yeah, it's gonna be a hot game, man. 3 o'clock, us versus the Blues. You know, it's gonna be a hot game. So I have 3-2 United. I'm hoping to see what we see. If I had to go through the other games, just real quickly, if I had to go through the other fixtures, I have Brighton packing Tottenham. I have the Zerbi crashing out. I have the Zerbi unable to get some sort of momentum. So I have Tottenham losing. I have Brighton winning. Or Tottenham at the very least scraping with a draw. But as long as it's one player for Brighton plays, I have them winning. When I look at the Merseyside, Liverpool, Everton, I look at this fireworks, just all-out warfare. So with that being said, and given the form of Liverpool, given what's been transpiring, I have 1-0 Everton with a 1-1 draw at the very least. If I look at City, Arsenal, you already know, I think City shows a dominance. I think City will just show that class again and look to cut the points gap even shorter. I have a City with a 3-1 margin. City wins 3-1, makes the Prem title even that much sweeter. What else do I see? So yeah, I think that's all the big 6, right? Us versus Chelsea, City versus Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool. Yeah, so that's it. So that's just my roundup. We'll come back and see if I was correct. And yeah, it's your boy Ducato. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and drop a comment for your boy GGMU. We're getting this win over Chelsea. We're not mud brothers. We're not the same. Stop comparing us. Stop looking at us. Stop trying to get our advice. When y'all were ahead of us in the standings, you didn't want nothing to do with us. Now that you're way down below, you're out of Champions League, you're going to get packed out of the FA Cup by Leeds. Like, your time will come. We're not the same. You do not win another trophy, and I will be back here to remind you. Chelsea Blues, I am coming to your stadium. This is a public service announcement. I am coming to your stadium, and I'm packing you, collecting all 3 points, and smoking on your head tops. Ducato out.